in just over a week. Today you will hear from hospital and community leaders about the impact of the Children's Village and how it will affect the health care for children in our region. And most importantly, you will hear directly from our patients and families who will benefit from the Children's Village. To kick things off, I'd like to welcome our Chief Executive Officer, John Bishop, to say a few words.
Thank you, Susan, and I couldn't echo your sentiments more strongly. This has been a year of many challenges and losses for our hospital and for the community, but I'm a firm believer that in times of crisis, you see the best in people, and we have seen that over and over again. It's been true of our employees, and it's been true of the community. The outpouring of community support has been truly inspiring. And now we are very fortunate to be gaining this incredible resource to benefit our community and the patients we serve, and we couldn't do it without your help. So many people have contributed to make this day possible. From our patients and families who gave valuable input that helped shape the design of the building and the patient experience, to our design and construction team, Caruana and Associates, the architects, and Turner Construction, who beautifully executed on our vision. To our employees who have spent the past 19 months preparing for this day. And finally, to our generous donors. Without your support, none of this would be possible. I would especially like to thank Chris, Larry, and the entire Laulhere family for choosing to honor the dreams of their late daughter, Cherese, through a transformational gift to name and provide programmatic support for the Children's Village. Cherese's mother, Chris, is with us here today, and I'd like to ask her to join me at the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, John. So I usually don't write anything down, but today I wanted to remember for sure what I wanted to say. And first of all, I'm kind of speechless with this village. It's unbelievable. I'm so glad that Cherese is a part of it. So when we first learned about the Children's Village, I knew in my heart that it had to be Cherese's village. She would be able to help thousands of children every year. When I speak about our beloved daughter, Cherese, my heart is always full of gratitude. She gave us so much love and joy and thousands of beautiful memories to cherish. She was compassionate and loving, generous, smart, funny, and she loved her family so much, she would always tell us how grateful she felt to have her family. My dad wrote these words. He said, "The beauty upon her smiling face was a reflection of all things beautiful within her," which was so true. When Cherese was on the semester at Sea Trip, she wrote in her journal, "I wanted to gain more knowledge about other people and other cultures." She also wrote that she wanted to learn more about herself. She was especially touched by the children in the orphanages and talked about wanting to actually have an orphanage for children someday. She actually wanted to bring home one little girl, I believe it was from Kenya. Last page, getting a little windy. I always say, I hope Cherese knows, I hope she can see what she's doing, the amount of lives that she's affecting, and I'm sure that this is going to be here for many, many years to come. We love her and miss her so much. She was just an amazing daughter. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. We're so proud that this building is going to bear Cherese's name and honor her legacy by caring for the most vulnerable children. With leaders that prioritize health and the well-being of our children. And to that end, we have several elected officials who are joining us virtually today, including Long Beach Mayor Robert Garcia, Congressman Alan Lowenthal, Senator Lena Gonzalez, Assemblymember Patrick O'Donnell, Speaker Anthony Rendon, and Assemblywoman Cotty Petrie-Norris. We'll take a minute and listen in.
Hey everyone, it's Mayor Robert Garcia, and it just feels like yesterday that we were all gathered together, obviously before this pandemic, at the groundbreaking for this incredible new children's village. And of course now we're here virtual, but we're still celebrating this amazing new just contribution to the community and to the region and state that Miller's is making. We know that Miller's Children and Women's Hospital is such an important part of what happens here in Long Beach, but also all across Southern California. And to know that we're going to have all of these different just experts and clinics, over 30 that are going to work together in this one site, providing services for young people, for our children, is really very, very important. I want to thank all the amazing people that made this possible through their generous contributions, through their support, but especially just to all of the doctors and nurses and all the staff that's going to be working at this amazing new village. Just congratulations on a very special day for the entire community. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Congressman Alan Lowenthal, and I want to congratulate MemorialCare on the opening of the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village. This is a great day for Long Beach and for the children and the families of Southern California. Thank you to the nurses, to the doctors, and the staff who will provide this facility's life-saving care and services, all under one brand new, beautiful roof. Thank you and congratulations.
Hi everyone, this is State Senator Lena Gonzalez, proudly representing the 33rd Senate District. It's my pleasure to congratulate Miller Children's and Women's Hospital Long Beach on today's opening of the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village. I also want to recognize all of our healthcare heroes first on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic for all of their dedicated service to our community during this incredibly difficult time. Thank you. The Children's Village will improve timely access to more than 30 outpatient specialty clinics from asthma to cancer under one roof for families traveling not only from Long Beach but our surrounding communities. Miller Children's and Women's Hospital mission is to provide compassionate care to our sickest of children living in and around Los Angeles County, but more importantly, to provide equitable access to health services. For over 70% of the patients are covered by Medi-Cal or California Children's Services Program. Thank you again to all of the nurses, doctors, volunteers, donors, and leaders that made this building a reality. Congratulations once again on this wonderful accomplishment. Thank you.
This is Assemblymember Patrick O'Donnell here today to celebrate the opening of the Children's Village, the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village at Memorial Medical Center there, right there in Atlantic, a place where my two children were born, a place that serves our community, really our region well. I want to thank MemorialCare for putting this together, and the donors and all those who put hands in to get this facility built, up and running. It's going to serve a lot of needs, a lot of kids who have a lot of needs. So again, what a great addition this is to the Long Beach community, and I know it will serve well beyond the Long Beach community. But as your voice in Sacramento, I just want to say thank you to those who helped make this happen. And it's going to be a great asset to our region, our state, and continue the great healthcare community that Long Beach is today.
Hi there. I'm so happy to be with you today to celebrate the opening of the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village. I was with you in 2019 when we had the groundbreaking, and despite the pandemic, it's still opening on time with no delays, and that's fantastic. Now children from throughout Southern California are going to be able to benefit from the 30 different clinics available to them because of this site. So thanks so much. Again, I'm excited to be with you today and to celebrate this great day.
This is Assemblywoman Kadi Petrie-Norris. Congratulations on today's ribbon cutting for the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village. It's hard to believe it was just 17 months ago that we celebrated the groundbreaking of the Children's Village. It is so exciting to see the incredible progress that's been made. The Children's Village is going to be a tremendous blessing and a tremendous resource for the children and the families of our community. As a mom and as an Assemblywoman, I want to say thank you to everyone who has made this wonderful day possible.
Thank you to our elected officials for those kind words. We feel your presence and excitement here with us today. Many of the children we treat have more than one health issue. Previously, that meant that families had to travel to various specialty centers scattered around Long Beach. And as you just heard, now, families have access to more than 30 different types of specialty physicians and a variety of medical services all under one roof, making the healthcare experience more convenient and efficient. Next, you will hear directly from two families who will soon begin receiving their care in the Children's Village.
Good morning, my name is Ashley Cervantes, and this is my 9-year-old son, Derek Cervantes. Our journey with MemorialCare Group began back in 2011 when Derek was born with gastroschisis. Due to complications of his birth defect, he ended up with short bowel syndrome. After a 6-month NICU stay and many other hospital stays thereafter, Derek started to need more care by various specialists throughout the Memorial Group. These have included infectious disease, pediatric surgery, endocrinology, GI, hematology, and most recently, weekly iron infusions. So as you can tell, we are in Long Beach quite often. Having all of his specialists under one roof will not only make our commute easier, but very convenient as we now have the ability to schedule appointments back to back. We have watched this vision of the Children's Village become a reality since the day of the groundbreaking ceremony, as we pass by weekly with excitement. We are very excited to see this beautiful project completed, and we are looking forward to the many conveniences this village will bring to our family.
Thank you everyone who has been there for me. I am excited to be a part of this new Children's Village.
Hi, my name is Maria Andrade.
My name is Elias Andrade.
And we're excited to be part of the grand opening of our new Children's Village. We have been fortunate to be part of this project by incorporating the patients' and families' voices in partnering with staff to ensure a positive experience for everyone.
I'm excited to see the new building and all the kids getting taken care of by the awesome staff.
Having a Children's Village in our community will ensure that the care from the hospital extends to the village next door. This will focus on caring for the whole patient in one place, and as partners in care for our children, this will make all the difference in the quality of care that they receive.
It's easier because it's all in one building, and we don't have to go to different places.
We're excited for the grand opening. Yay to the Children's Village!
Yeah.
In the future, we will be able to provide specialized care for thousands of children just like Derek and Elias. Addressing the unique healthcare needs of children in our communities has been the core of our mission since we opened our doors 50 years ago. To reflect on our past, recognize our present, and look to the future, I'd like to ask our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Graham Say, up to the podium.
Thank you, Susan. I'm honored to be here today celebrating our history and ushering in our future with the Children's Village. I have been with Miller Children's and Women's for more than 20 years and have had the pleasure of serving as Chief Medical Officer for the last 3 years. From my early days to today, Miller Children's and Women's has been driven by the same philosophy of patient and family-centered care. In the 1960s, hospitals in the Long Beach area only had pediatric units that were primarily devoted to surgery. At that time, children under 13 in California were not allowed to go into a hospital or visit ill parents or siblings. Neither were any family members allowed in the hospital's nursery. Our founder, the late Dr. Harry Orm, learned about the concept of patient and family-centered care. He fell in love with the idea, and as a physician himself, he knew that families, including siblings, were a key part to a patient's recovery. He began to work towards the establishment of a children's hospital in Long Beach that would embody the philosophy and change the culture of pediatric health care. To help fund the construction, Dr. Orm enlisted the support of a successful Long Beach contractor, Earl B. Miller, and his wife, Lorraine H. Miller. With a generous donation by the Miller family and the community, the development of the new children's hospital began. The Miller family and the community rallied around Dr. Orm to bring Miller Children's and Women's to life, just like our community has done for the Children's Village. It truly takes a village to care for children, and in honor of our 50th anniversary, we have created a time capsule. This time capsule captures our history and the people who made us what we are and continue to do so. It also captures this moment in time. When the future leaders of Miller Children's and Women's opens this time capsule, we want them to hear the voices of our staff, our physicians, patients, families, volunteers, and community members who have all contributed to it. In this time capsule are a mask and pin that reads, "I got the shot," which was given to our employees after receiving the COVID-19 vaccination, letters from patients and families, artwork hand-drawn by our patients in honor of our anniversary, a red apron adorned by the auxiliary ladies who have volunteered and given support to Miller Children's and Women's since its inception, a Christmas stocking honoring our 50-year tradition of sending babies born around Christmas home in giant red stockings, photos spanning the last 5 decades, photos of the Children's Village. I myself have written a letter to include that will share a glimpse of my experience during this time for the future leaders of Miller Children's and Women's who open this time capsule. This is an excerpt from my letter. As I sit in my office to write this letter, I'm able to gaze upon the sparkling brand new Children's Village across the way. The Children's Village represents over a decade in the dreaming, planning, and construction, and it is hard to believe it is truly opening. Hopefully, the last 50 years has shown what a game changer the village has been for the health care of children and families of Long Beach and Southern California. The idea of one-stop, patient and family-centered outpatient care will hopefully have been realized. Over the next 50 years, as we grow and change to meet the unique needs of children in our community, one thing will stay the same. Patients and their families are the core of everything we do. In just a few moments, we will cut the ceremonial ribbon, signifying the opening of the Children's Village. But before we do, I would like to ask Reverend Joshua Yee to the podium to offer a blessing for this new building and all those who step inside.
Thank you, Dr. Say. It is hard to believe that this day is finally here. What an incredible and monumental moment this is as we mark the opening of the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village. After years and decades of visioning, planning, and building this amazing structure, the Children's Village now stands as a symbol of hope and healing in the greater Long Beach community and beyond. At a time when we all need hope and healing, especially amidst everything that we've been experiencing this past year, today is a day that we will all remember for a long, long time. It truly takes a village to create, design, and implement such an extraordinary place. And there are so many people that have been a part of this journey, from our countless nurses and doctors, our hospital staff and leaders, to our community folks and volunteers, and to the many generous donors who have all made this dream a reality. Cherese Marie Laulhere spent her life loving children and giving back to her community. And knowing that her heart held a special place for kids, Cherese's family and her parents created the Cherese Marie Laulhere Foundation in her honor to support children in our community. Cherese's dream was further realized through the vision and development of the Children's Village, where children and family can come and receive medical care and treatment all in one central location. The Children's Village carries on Cherese's hopes and dreams of helping children. May the Children's Village be a beacon of light and a sacred place of healing and hope to our entire community for generations to come. May all of our healthcare heroes who work in the Children's Village find strength and energy and peace as they care for our patients and families. And may all the children and their loved ones who walk through these doors be blessed and surrounded with love and comfort and compassion this day and all days. May it be so. Amen. Amen. Now will Susan, John, Dr. Say, and Chris gather at the ceremonial ribbon.
I want to thank you all for joining us today. We're honored to have such a wonderful and supportive community. We will close our ceremony with a tour of the Children's Village. We hope you enjoy the tour as much as we have had in bringing it to life. From all of us at Miller Children's and Women's Hospital Long Beach, stay safe and be well.
Welcome to the Cherese Marie Laulhere Children's Village at MemorialCare Miller Children's and Women's Hospital Long Beach. This 80,000 square foot, 4-story building houses a range of medical and supportive care services for kids, teens, and families. Upon entering the Children's Village, our team checks families in at the registration desk. From there, they will be directed to the appropriate floor. The building was designed so that families can head directly to their child's appointment after they check in. To the left of the front desk is our outpatient pharmacy. Following an appointment with a pediatric specialist, families can fill and refill their child's prescriptions right here in the same location they received care. Just across the lobby is our Family Resource Center. The Family Resource Center provides families with free access to educational materials and community resources, as well as computers, phones, and other technical support. Our Family Resource Center is run by staff who have experience supporting families of children with chronic illnesses or special needs. Also located on the first floor is the First Clinic Suite. This suite contains a dedicated area for developmental assessments, psychological testing, and follow-up care for infants discharged from our neonatal intensive care unit and other hospitals in the region who need continued developmental support and follow-up care throughout the first 3 years of life. Just down the hall is our expansive rehabilitation therapies area, complete with 3 unique gyms, each designed to address the needs of a specific age group. Each gym connects to an outdoor therapy yard that is equipped with a giant play structure and ambulation track to support rehabilitation. Throughout the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floors, there are 8 additional clinic suites with a variety of exam, treatment, and procedure rooms. The Children's Village was designed to maximize efficiency and reduce wait times. As families step off the elevators on each floor, they're greeted by dedicated staff who will escort them to their assigned clinic suite. Here they will have their height and weight measured before being placed in an exam room, where their vital signs will be taken. If a child needs an imaging scan or lab work done while at the Children's Village, there's an imaging suite and laboratory located conveniently on the 2nd floor. For children who require multiple imaging scans during the course of their treatment, the Children's Village houses an EOS imaging system. Not only does it provide extremely detailed, high-quality 3D images, it also uses 50% less radiation than a standard X-ray, meaning less radiation exposure for little bodies. Located just above the imaging suite on the 3rd floor is our Education Center, which provides opportunities that empower families to manage their child's diagnosis. A classroom will host support groups and classes, while private consultation rooms offer a space for one-on-one education sessions. And just down the hall on the 3rd floor is our Sibling Time Playroom, where families will be able to bring healthy siblings to relax and have fun with other kids while they focus on their child's healthcare appointment. For the safety of children and their families during the pandemic, Sibling Time will be closed until we can safely provide this service. Many children have more than one health issue, which previously required families to travel to various specialty medical offices scattered around Long Beach. Now, more than 30 different types of specialty physicians and a variety of medical services are centralized in the Children's Village, making the healthcare experience more convenient and efficient for thousands of children and families across the region who need specialized pediatric care each year. Learn more at millerchildrens.org/village or schedule an appointment by calling 714-377-6993.